Hey there. Sorry to bother you. I just had a detective. Is it okay if I record this?
If you want to record this?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, buddy.
Sure. Sorry, I don't want to trouble you. That guy was a nut. I spoke to...
Who's a nut?
Detective Bill Marshall. No offense, but...
That's okay. Let's talk over here and
Sure. Basically what happened was I had an appointment with him today.
I'm sorry, you had a...
Appointment with him today?
Yeah.
And then I spoke with him. I gave him all the information I had. And then what happened next was he started following me in. And we were up at the... I said right here, I said, I don't give you permission to do this. So I don't know why you're going in to speak with my parents. And then we were on the 4th floor, right up there.
Yeah, is that your apartment?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah, right up there. And basically, I said, I've said my piece to you. I give you all the information I have. I'm going to go in. I don't want you to follow me. And he literally pushed me through the door, through a locked door, to get onto private property.
What do you mean he pushed you through a locked door?
You went like this, pushed me through a locked door while saying, Darren, da-da-da-da.
Was the door locked? I don't understand.
Yeah, there's a locked door in between my apartment.
It separates the units or whatever?
Yeah, just
like
from
hallway,
the corridor.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The elevator?
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
so
he
he
still
pushed
there?
his way through it. No, he took off. Yeah, he pushed me right through the door. And, then I called the police. I'm like, you're breaking the law. And he wouldn't listen to me at all. So
Okay.
you need a warrant to go through there.
Are your parents home or who's home?
My mother is.
Okay. Was she there with you and Marshall or what?
Yeah, at one point, yeah.
So
But at that
what's
point in
going on? I don't
time-
understand. So you called us because...
I made a complaint about a few things that happened report-wise. So basically, I spoke to him, told him everything I had to say, and then he followed me up my apartment while me telling him not to. And then we got to the point of a locked door, and I said, listen, I'm going to my apartment. I've told you everything I've had to say. Please stop. And I said, you don't have my permission to come in. And then he pushed his way through the locked door, past me as well, like being physical with me, in order to get there. And I called the police. I said, an officer's breaking onto my property. He doesn't have my permission. And our buzzer doesn't work, so he didn't have anybody's permission.
And your buzzer doesn't work?
No. So he broke into my property.
Did your mom know about the appointment today, or your dad or somebody?
No, nobody did.
Well, how did he notice?
He pushed his way towards my apartment after breaking through a lock.
But when did you guys set up the appointment? Like, when did that happen?
We set up the appointment yesterday around the afternoon, and then
Who was with you guys when you did that?
whenever I spoke to him.
Yeah, when you guys were talking about an appointment.
The appointment, I spoke to him on my own. But whenever I was at the appointment with him, as in just to meet here, we spoke. His car was parked somewhere there. It was a black Cadillac, I think something like that. Anyway, so I spoke my piece to him, and he said, the investigation into the reports or the officers or whatever isn't going to go any further. So I said, that's fine. I'll leave that up to you. Like if you want to take it there, I want the investigation to keep going, but I'll leave it. If he says he's going to cancel it, up to him. And then he followed me up there after I told him not to, and pushed his way into. You see those doors over there?
The double doors there?
Yeah, he broke into the first doors by pushing me, and went into the second one, where my apartment is. I want to speak to my parents. I'm like, I'm a legal adult. I've spoken for myself. And he must have wanted to a lot, considering he broke a law to do it.
Huh. Did you talk to your mom at all, or anything?
Yeah, they spoke in the hallway, but I said to my mom, like, if you could please just, have respect for me and don't talk to this guy. He's breaking the law. And she said, yeah, and went into the apartment. And I said to her, asked her, like, you're not going to speak with this guy, right? He's clearly very unprofessional and broke the law. She said, yeah, I didn't want to talk to him anyways. So he broke in through there. That is a law, correct? He can't go through there without a warrant?
I don't know. If your mom invited him to talk to him, then I don't know, buddy.
No, he broke in.
So what's going on? You had information for him? You're supposed to meet with him about it? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, just 2 recent occurrences that happened. So an investigation about that. So I have more problem with him breaking into my property and pushing me and being physical than I do with the reports in the first place. And this is a guy who's supposed to deal with them,
So did you invited him here to talk for the appointment, or what?
I spoke with him in the car, and I said I don't want him to come to my apartment. I don't want him to come in here because I don't want to stress out my parents.
Okay.
And then...
But did your parents know you were talking to him today?
No, nobody knew. And there's
So
no way
you
of...
guys set it up, like you called him yesterday, or what?
Yeah. I believe he called me and we set up an appointment to meet here.
Like just telephone you? And said...
On my cell phone.
Yeah.
So to meet in the parking lot here, and that's what we did. I talked to him.
Okay.
And then he forced his way up Well, me saying,
So
don't.
you were walking away or what?
Yeah. I was pretty much saying to him, I don't want you to follow me. I don't know why you keep going. I just want you to go on with the investigation. Anything else is, I don't know, up to the people responsible. So he followed me up the stairs and kind of pushed me up there. And then at the top, he's getting really livid. And, I think he even swore at one point and said the F word. And then he pulled out a phone, a BlackBerry, and, typed in it a bit and put it back in his pocket. And then I said, you don't have my permission to come in, so please just stop here. I've told you everything. Like, you don't have the right to do this. And I said, don't go through this door. And I opened up the door, went through, and he pushed me through, physically pushing me through the door to get through here, at which point we reached the double doors up there. And I called the police, 911. Yeah.
Where are you headed today? You got a bag? Is that a laptop?
Yeah, it just had this in the bag and
Oh,
whatnot.
it's like your carrying case or whatever?
Yeah, for the information and whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah.
Are you just hanging out today for the day or what?
I've actually got an appointment now. But the
You got
thing
an appointment right now?
Yeah, a doctor's appointment.
Okay, because I was going to say we got to talk to you for a minute, but I mean...
Sure, yeah.
Just if you want to...
Yeah.
When's your appointment? Do you know what time?
3:30?
Yeah, we got a little bit of time. All right, let me talk to my partner here, try to figure what's going on. You don't have to wait here. It's kind of cold. You want to wait in there and I'll just come knock on the door? Like right here, if you can see me?
It's okay, I'll just wait here.
Okay, just give me a minute.
Sure, sorry about that.
Okay, Dave, so I'm not really too sure. Okay, you guys said you had an appointment, and then you didn't like the way he approached you. You didn't like the way he came up the stairs. That's what I'm
No. We had the appointment, and I said we're going to stay in the parking lot. That's where I wanted to meet him. I said meet you out in the parking lot, and we did. Spoke in the car. Then afterwards, after we spoke in the car, he said either way the investigation isn't going to go anywhere.
Okay.
So I said okay, but if I want the investigation to keep going, so if that's left up to somebody else, I'll just let whoever has to deal with that do that. And I said, this is, like it. And then we walked, through up to the door, and I was like, I didn't want him to go with me. I was saying, you aren't trying to go to my apartment, I don't want you to come up here. And he forced me up there. And then we got to the partition where the locked door is, where the buzzer is. And he said,
Because he wanted to talk to your mom or whatever.
yeah, but I mean, that's a bit much. I'm a legal adult. So I said, at this point, I've said everything I had to say to you, information-wise to share with you. And as a legal adult, that's enough.
Well,
So
the thing is, I mean, if it's your mom's place here, right, he can go talk to her, right?
the problem is, the way he got in was our buzzer doesn't work. He pushed me through the door, through a locked door.
Here's the thing, Dave. Do you know how to contact the OIPRD and all that? You got all that contact info?
The guy he works,
No.
he works-
OIPRD is like, it basically investigates police. It's like if you're not satisfied with the way things go,
yeah.
like if you don't like the way you have an interaction with the police officer, that's the way to go through it. Because otherwise, like if you call us, it doesn't. You need to go through the proper channels, okay? So I mean, you know his name and information and all that, right? So
Yeah.
And I was told you have the contact info for.
I don't know. For me though, I don't really know how to do that immediately. I think there's a website, but the thing for me is, this guy just broke onto my property. I want him arrested.
Okay, but the thing is, I was just here, right? The thing is, he had an appointment to speak to you.
No.
Technically, it's not-
Yeah, just to speak in the parking lot. And then after that, I said enough. And then he followed me all the way up against my will, and then forced me through my own door, which is locked at the buzzer. And our buzzer doesn't work. He couldn't have permission to anybody.
Okay, so Dave, like I said, I'm not sure what exactly you want me to arrest him for or anything, because he's
Breaking into private property?
But he wanted to speak to your mom, right?
That's still against
And
the
if you're not
law.
If you're not the homeowner, he can contact the homeowner, right? Like
But
for
he'd have to
investigative
first.
reasons, right? Like if I wanted to talk to you and you owned a home and you lived in one of these apartments, how would I get in there, right? I'd have to go up the stairs, have to go to the door.
But he'd have to get a warrant.
Not to talk to you.
Well, the way it worked out is perfectly illegal, or I should say illegal, because the buzzer doesn't work. He had nobody's permission to come in. He pushed me through my own
You don't
door.
know that, right?
Yeah, we do.
He contacted somebody else to get
Nope.
through. I don't know.
I've been
buddy.
with him the whole
Listen, I
time.
wasn't here. Like I said, the best course of action then is to contact the OIPRD and then file a complaint through them. That's the best way to do it. Okay.
You want me to show you what happened?
No, it's okay. I'm just telling you what the best way to do it is.
Okay.
Because right now you're asking me to arrest him
For breaking into private property?
But if you want to go talk to your mom, right? Because she's the homeowner. He's got.
No, it was an individual report, and I said as an adult, that's enough. And he had no right to push me through a locked door.
Dave, but the thing is, it's different if you want to talk to your mom for some reason.
But he'd have to get permission.
Why would he have to get
Actually,
permission?
it's a common area all the way up to your door. It's no different than having a private house. I can walk up to your front door.
It's locked though?
Doesn't matter.
He pushed
But
me
it's
through
a
a locked
common
door.
area right up to the door of your condo or apartment. That's a common area. So he's allowed to go in this entire building
He'd
right up
need
to
a
that
key.
door. No, he doesn't need a key.
It's
if
locked.
I call the superintendent can let me in and I can go through this whole
He
building.
didn't do that though.
Without permission.
He didn't.
He doesn't need to.
Oh yeah, it does. It's against the law.
Well, you're more than welcome to make a complaint to the OIPD if you wish to do so with regards to what took place today. But unfortunately, I think we have a difference of opinion with regards to what he's allowed to do.
Isn't it illegal though? Whenever I say don't follow me, this is private property, and pushes
It's not
me
private
through a locked
property.
door?
He has a right to go up to the door of the apartment. He
He'd
doesn't
have to
need
get a
permission
key
to do
though.
so.
If he pushes me through a locked door.
If that's what you're alleging, you're more than welcome to contact the detective sergeant of our professional standards, or even make a complaint to our chief. Or you can also go through the external body, which is the OIRPD, right?
Okay.
Which I assume you've already done before.
Yeah. Would you mind writing down those 3 options?
Yep, absolutely.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I can't believe that. The guy who's supposed to help me with police complaints pushes me through a locked door. You know? And I said, don't follow me. He had no right to go in there. It's against the law.
That's why you got these investigative bodies, right?
To investigate the investigative bodies, yeah.
That's the way it works, right? It's just,
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm
if
sorry.
If you've got an issue with it and you want to have it checked out, right? You got to
Unfortunately.
people to go through and check it out.
Yeah, unfortunate situation, but yeah, I just can't believe that.
How are you getting to your doctor's appointment?
I'm getting a ride.
Getting a ride?
Yeah.
Who's driving you?
That'd be my mother.
Are you guys going to the doctor here or somewhere else?
Pretty close, yeah.
Like in Milton?
Just outside of it, but
Like Georgetown or whatever?
yeah.
Make sure you get a jacket, buddy. It's kind of cold out here. Is that enough?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty warm.
All
Yeah.
right. It's not
Yeah.
cold staying here like that.
Yeah.
Did you tell your mom you came out and talked to us now? Or?
Yeah, I just said, I called the police, and she was there whenever I called the police. Whenever I was talking to the guy, I said, this is against the law, And I called the police right then. Like, as soon as he started going so far, I'm like, you're breaking the law, Because I believe what he'd have to do is, even though I'm not sure what the legality of in between there is, he'd have to go get a key from the janitor or something, and then go through.
Not really. It's a common area, right? Like my brother was saying. I mean, the only really private area is your residence where you're living in that doorway, right?
Yeah, it belongs to the people of the building, though.
It doesn't, though. It's a common area, right? It belongs to whoever owns the building.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't have
Not even
permission
that,
from anybody?
Not even that. It's common, right? Because, I mean, you think if there was a problem in the apartment building every time, we'd have to get a warrant, right? Probably not.
Well, if somebody wanted to go to my apartment and the buzzer doesn't work and they push me through a locked door to get there.
Well, like I said, I don't know. I wasn't there. That's what the allegation is, right? So just make sure you go through the right channels and have your voice heard, and hopefully they can sort it out for you.
Okay.
But I don't think we're the right guys to sort it out right now.
Okay. All right. So is that everything? Or?
Yeah, he's just getting you some contact info.
Okay. Yeah, he even swore at me. A little unprofessional. Could I press charges for assault? Because he pushed me forcefully through a locked door?
You know what, buddy? Like I said, go through the channels, because right now you're making an allegation, and it has to be investigated. And then once it's investigated, if there's charges to be laid, then whoever you choose, the OIPRD or whoever you choose to go through, they'll deal with all that. Okay?
Okay. Just 3 facts, though.
Sure.
He pushed me, 1, swore at me, 2, even though he turned on his recorded, I think, after he did that at the top floor. He pushed me through the locked door, which I said you don't have permission to do. He didn't go about it going to the janitor. He just pushed me through a locked door, which I didn't want him to do. And then by the time I got to the double doors, I called the police, so the only way that could happen is the way it went down. And one last thing, our buzzer doesn't work, so he couldn't have permission from
those
anybody.
are all part of the sort of the allegations you made, right? So this
Okay.
this is who you're going to take it to. And
So, the Office of the Independent Police Review is oiprd.on.ca.
Sure.
You can look them up online. Just type in Police Complaints Ontario, and it'll come up first thing. Or you can write. You can speak to the detective sergeant in professional standards, or you can write a letter directly to the chief if you wish to do so.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks very much. Have a good day.
take care.
You too. Thank you.